Good morning. Welcome. Oh, I'm not on TikTok. Good morning. Welcome to the morning show. It's Friday, and we are excited to be here. We're on Facebook. Hey there, fella.
No cuss words.
No, you really never know what happens when you open up TikTok.
I will say, look,
like,
if TikTok can differentiate between your profanity in the captions,
what's your profanities?
There should be able to be like a button that you push that would immediately block the TikToks with the profanity or bleep the TikToks with the.
I know because
it can do it in the captions.
Well, I was going to say it does it with the well, no, it does it with the audio the visual. Though, like I can't tell you how many times I'll see something that people are talking about. Hey, there was no harm, blah blah, or they won't even say that. They just show something, and TikTok says, "Hey, this was dangerous. Don't repeat this."
Yeah.
Tell me how you picked that up. Without any verbal cues. I'm telling you, y'all are smarter than you let on, TikTok. All right? Get it together.
Here's the problem. Is this is not to get this is not to bring opinions any other way. This is just to the point. They could always pick out the vid with a C during the beginning of 2020 on your TikToks.
I know, right?
They need to pick up your 4-letter bad words.
This is the COVID situation. There's always something about that.
Now there's going to be a little tag on the video. But yeah, or I think people called it the poke.
The poke?
Yeah, for the vaccine.
Oh, yeah.
But because TikTok could notice those words as you post them, so I'm like, give us some bleeps. We got some 4-year-olds and some 2-year-olds that are repeating things. Mamas need the bleeps. Keep the profanity,
Watch your profanities.
Yes.
We've got live on Facebook, we've got TJ. Oh, TJ, you changed it too, TJ.
Wow.
I just saw that.
Awesome.
All right. TJ in the house. Got Christopher and Kiana Trimble.
Hey,
Good
fam.
morning, fam. Great. TJ said, I don't understand TikTok.
I really don't either. And it's fun. Like, I do some of my...
So I finally figured it out. That's awesome.
Yeah, I do some of, like, my building videos and things like that for TikTok. But truthfully, it can be very harsh.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Like,
I mean,
out of all the social media platforms, I feel like people are
TikTok.
brutal. Man.
Y'all are brutal.
Brutal out there.
Brutal. Even on these comments sometimes. Y'all are brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Vulgar.
We've got Martinez Rory in the house on Zoom. Bro, how you doing? All righty. I don't know why, but I always go to Ace Ventura.
This feels
in
very
that awkward moment of
anchor.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Back to you. Oh, that's what's going on. Malachi,
We have a new host
how
here.
you doing, buddy? Huh? How you doing? Martinez rocking the dad duty strong.
Yes.
Much respect. Much respect. So if you're new to the show, just so you know, Brandy, I rhyme all the time. Even like I really don't mean to, but like everything that I say somehow sequentially has a rhyme to it.
Mark, you broke the pattern and you are here on time. He said, I'm consistently
Alrighty
late
then.
this week.
He's also rocking the Ace Ventura
He
too.
is, yes.
Alrighty then.
I literally just had an Ace Ventura reference that I used. Our air on one side of our church building didn't work properly for a couple of Sundays. And our poor media guy that does our stream audio, Bryce, he was stuck in one of the rooms that didn't have air. And I just sent him and Jason and Brooklyn this like group video of Ace Ventura and that rhino must have air. He's stuck in there.
I'm not even gonna lie. When you start, I forgot that story, which that was funny.
Yeah.
I thought you bent over and started talking out of your
Oh
butt.
my God, never.
I was like, what? In what world do you do that? That's insane. Mark said classic. It was.
Yeah.
I was awake and going before. Let's go, Kayla.
Yes.
Marcus is like a glove. Thank
When you watch those now, and they really are cheesy. Like when you watch them with somebody that's never seen them before.
Well, the second
but,
one is super cheesy.
Yeah.
The first one is very, very adulty. Like one of those. Like I thought to myself,
Easy.
why was I watching that as a kid?
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Oh darn.
Oh darn. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways, I love it. May I? Mark, you're killing me.
Y'all got to come back to Nashville. We'll have you over, and we're gonna have a movie night.
Ace Ventura Day.
Yeah, classic movies.
Dude, that's awesome. So if you're new to the show, we, I want you to imagine this kind of like coming to the table with friends, new friends, old friends, whatever you want to say. And man, we have fun. We have great conversations. We do try to have meaningful conversations, right? Because most of us, if not all of us, we're here, and we really do believe in the value of self-discovery and getting better, experiencing success, living with purpose, like all these kind of esoteric, you like that word? Esoteric, kind of lofty ideas, and really just shaping the way we think about our day moving forward. And this week, we've been talking about, oh my gosh, it just left me.
Consistency. What have
Y'all,
we been talking about, Jason?
hold on a second.
I could have been really mean.
Hold on a second.
Living inspired. We've been talking about.
Talk about a brain fart. Oh my
We've
gosh.
been talking about carrots.
But you know why it kind of threw me? Because the past couple days, we've kind of gotten into a couple areas
Yeah.
of consistency that even within themselves.
Yeah.
Like the idea, was it yesterday or Wednesday? We really got deep in the weeds on identity.
Yesterday.
Is yesterday. Acting in such a way that the truth is you're always consistent with yourself. When you're saying, man, I'm so inconsistent in this area. The problem is you're trying to be something that's inconsistent with who you are. And in order to get consistent, you're going to have to change who you are. You have to become the person that is the thing that you're trying to experience, so to speak. Like again, we all always go down to like fitness or something like that, just simply because health is just the great teacher. Like it's a great example. Vegetation, that's a great example. Like the point is, you have to change in your mind, identify with who this new person is going to be. But yesterday you brought up we were kind of closing, and she wrote me a little note on her phone that was awesome. That's how we communicate. We'll get her phone out and be like,
boom. I'm not texting.
What do you think?
Although I think yesterday I might have been texting a little bit. I had a vomiting kid the night before, so I was texting the nurse, aka my mom.
Yeah. She's like everybody's nurse too.
She is.
Like everybody calls your mom like pictures like, is this a rash? What do you think about this? What should I use for that?
Certified by life experience.
Yeah, for sure. And anyways, you sent me a note. Matter of fact, do you want to kind of take it from there as far as like, hey, here's a direction for today.
Yeah, so if we're going to talk about consistency, consistency for me is compiled of habits, right?
Okay,
like
explain.
It's a bunch of little habits that you kind of develop over time. And so, the idea is, how is it you be consistent one habit at a time? Right? And I will say, you and I have touched on this a couple of different times that I thought was interesting. And I just think it's fine to go ahead and say, I believe that you are, whoever you are, you're consistent.
Exactly.
Like you are consistent
with
at
who you are.
Yeah. I look at consistency kind of like as a vehicle, right? Like it's all about, it's a vehicle no matter what. Like you have it, but it's up to you whether or not, or where you steer it. You know what I'm saying? Like where
absolutely.
are you going to steer that thing? So you could very well consistently be negative on yourself, or consistently be, for lack of a better word, lazy. Consistently be...
Don't say that.
I know, right? Like, I don't want it to be like a pound on, your self-esteem, but, you can consistently find yourself in negative behavior because of bad habits. Do you think that song, that bad habits lead... Anyways, sorry. But...
Oh, Keith Urban.
No.
Are you sure?
That's not. Nope.
No?
We're good. Move on. That'll be a TikTok later. No, but anyways, so yeah, Ed Sheeran. I think it's Ed Sheeran because,
the Irish guy?
He's British.
Is he?
I mean, you're going with the redhead, aren't you? That's what it is. Anyways.
Oh, sorry.
Back to the point.
Sorry, Ed.
Yeah. So far, Irish, British, and Australian.
Where are you from? Austria. Put another shrimp on the barbie.
It's Jim Carrey Day, apparently.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord. But so I mean, I think, little habits. Don't look at the big picture as so overwhelming. Man, how do I be consistent? You already are. Just figure out where you want to steer it.
Be consistent.
Yeah. What's that to you?
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Did you ever read that book, Atomic Habits?
I did. Yeah. I did not read.
Like listen,
all the way
when I say read, listen qualifies.
Oh yeah, I did not read all the way through The Power of a Habit. I haven't finished.
Well, that's Charles Duhigg.
It's very technical,
and that's very that's like if you like books, this is a good one. Atomic Habits, James Clear. I think he kind of takes all of these like habit books and compiles it into one and kind of puts his twist, but then really makes it simple. Oh my gosh, Martinez, I'm sorry. That's why he's not been responding. I've been muted this whole time on Zoom. Valentine, thank you once again. Totally my fault. Anyways, he says that you don't rise to the level of your goals, but you fall to the level of your habits. Mm-hmm. And it kind of goes back to what you had talked about with the motivation. Like, motivation is great, but when that burns off, you're going to be right back where you started. And his point is, don't increase your ceiling necessarily, increase your floor. by building really good habits. So in other words, now the way I live, it's not based on an emotion or an idea, but it's actually by just who I am as a person. If you want to be, like this is kind of whatever, but he talks about like how people associate certain things to kind of group them together. So he said that this one guy was like, man, I want to keep a clean house. And so what he would do is before he showered, he would clean his shower. Like the bathroom, maybe like a toilet. Because naturally, like, hey, I'm gross now.
Like, who would do that after the shower?
That's exactly like, I'm gross. Now is a really good time to go take a shower. And so that just became now his habit. And so it's not like he's trying to be like, man, I got to keep my house clean. I got to keep my bathroom. Oh, no, I need to take a shower. So let me go clean the toilet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of like, I guess that's a life hack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, TJ, it's so funny because while you were talking, I thought to myself, it's and this goes back to identity. All of these things circle around how you view yourself. I think keeping good habits, it's how you view yourself. It's first starting with a positive attitude. You know what I'm saying? Positive mind frame, positive. And so I do think that just something to remember is the root of toxic bad behavior.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yes.
Right? Like the root of destructive behavior is I can't. Right? But the foundation of a strong, consistent life is I can. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, getting in the habit of telling yourself that you can achieve that you can do that, can inevitably be part of the foundation that builds a very strong, unbreakable, consistent lifestyle that is prosperous. And that sounds so like flashy and pretty and easy, and it is not. That is an everyday practice because we are all rooted in I can't in some form or fashion. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at that, think about that. The heart of somebody who struggles with addiction, the heart of somebody who struggles with consistency and finds themselves beaten and tattered is I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough. I don't measure up. I can't,
what's even funny about that? Like, to that point, like, I can't is your firm foundation.
Yeah.
And you're stable in that. Mm-hmm. But on the reverse of that, when you're trying to get improved, or let me put it this way, let's say you've got a positive foundation, right? Mm-hmm. And here's what we say when somebody messes up, we say, oh, well, I stumbled. Yeah. What happened? You hit an inconsistent path in your foundation, and it tripped you up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does that mean you're not consistent? Not necessarily. That was a little bump in the foundation. TJ says, yes, John Maxwell said by nature, he was a negative person, which that's hard to even fathom, John Maxwell being a negative person. But he worked for years daily to change that. Now he is considered one of the most positive people there is. That's crazy. That's awesome. I didn't realize that about him.
And I do think that is very easy to be. Like, there are some people that are just naturally negative. I think that sounds so bad, but I think those naturally negative people are also those people that are analytical, but in a good way. It's
they
like
can't
if you can learn
dismiss.
to steer that,
yeah.
You can see like problems before they happen, but it's hacking that. You know what I'm saying?
So let me drop this on you, since he's brought up John, which I love, John Maxwell. He talks about this in Change Your World. Mm-hmm. He said, people that are, come on, Siri.
Right.
People that are like analytical, right? Like they can't dismiss the facts, and they shouldn't.
Yeah.
That's not the point. It's not that you dismiss the facts, but he termed a new word, and he said, don't be an optimist, be a possibilist. Mm. It's possible. I'm not saying that we don't have problems. I'm not saying that we can't get through it, but it's possible.
Yeah.
And here's why. So I'm using the negative to make it possible, but I'm not dismissing the issues that have to be handled along the way.
I'm not a problem finder. I'm a solution finder.
Correct.
But inevitably, to find a solution means you have to recognize there's a problem.
Absolutely.
But in the mindset of, I'm here to recognize this so we can find a solution. That's genius.
Which bring this to consistency. Okay. It doesn't make sense, or it's not self-serving to you to basically say, well, I can't do this. A better question might be, how could I do this? If all things were the same, but it were possible, how could I make this? Like even that little, like I said, that dumb little hack of like, all right, I'm going to clean my toilet and then hop in the shower. Like you can do this. You know, one of my, like, even for me, like sometimes in the morning, like everybody knows I'm a big Herbalife person. It's everybody knows. So like one of the things might be like, man, I don't know, you know, I got to do the shakes. I'm like, well, I do my shakes while I'm doing something else, if that makes it. Like I put it together, like, oh, I'm starting coffee while I'm waiting on coffee. I'm doing some stuff.
Yeah, that's me. I always like to do the dishes while I'm waiting on the coffee.
Yeah,
just might as well, you know.
Exactly, because then it's those little like, I timed this the other morning because I was curious, right? Because like our downstairs, like this is like, I forgot what it was for whatever. I think it was just the girl. You know, if you got kids, they destroy.
They do.
And they had destroyed the downstairs. Sorry, I just saw Rowdy leap like 3 feet in the air.
We're dog sitting.
For the
next like 2 weeks.
Yeah. That dog is chasing like something, and he went, "Roar!" But he's on the leash, so he kind of like floated in midair.
Oh yeah.
So, but anyways, I timed it to do everything down here deep cleaning. Right, we're talking vacuuming, mopping, dishes,
this
straightening.
Is no kids present.
Yes, kids present. That counts.
Yes.
Right at an hour. And I thought to myself, well, you could break that up 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 10. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that it's not, even to your point with the kids, is that a problem that we have to move past?
Yeah. Well, I do.
And this is not a mom shame.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
you don't know, Jason.
No,
you don't have them all day.
There is, I know mom shaming. Yeah, it's whatever. But yeah, like, you do set the pace of your home, right? Kids are destructive by nature because they're analytical, they're sponges, they're learning.
This do?
Yeah, and so their attention spans are short, but you still set the pace. And so for me, I find myself doing the same thing over and over again every day.
That's frustrating.
Cleaning multiple times. But I will tell you this, if I just let it all go, I've got a massive, overwhelming, you know, but here's the thing too. If I let it all go, my kids are so like, overwhelmed and like charged. They can't, that's like everything's messy and they don't know what to do and they don't know how to play. And so they just end up getting bored and they're mouthy.
Bored in the mess.
Because
I'm in the mess bored.
But my point being, honestly, you're teaching your kids. I mean, I know it's frustrating that you're doing the same thing over and over again. My God, I feel like all I ever do is clean. I don't just clean without saying something to my children. Hey, it's clean time. And Adley always starts singing, pick up, clean up. You're teaching your kids consistent behavior by setting the pace
by
of
doing
your,
it
of
over
your home.
and over.
Yeah.
So
If you're not gonna clean this, then you're setting that precedence. You're setting that pace for them. They're not going to, you know, and it's going to take a while because they're not consistent yet, you know.
No,
but you're teaching them.
But they do things out of habit.
Yeah, they do.
Habits are formed over time. That's an interesting. Come on, moms, what do you think about that? Turning your little frustrations of over and over again. You're like, because I will say the sounds of doing that over and over again. It's like, what's that Greek myth? Sisyphus.
Yeah.
I'm cursed. My God, Sisyphus.
I don't have the interpretation for that yet, but I'll get back to
It's Hebrew for.
Yeah.
Anyways, but like, what if that was actually? Oh, this is training. I know we're doing it over and over again, but I'm training. Yeah. I'm a possibilist.
Yeah, mindset, because you can look at things. I follow this girl on Instagram and she's grown so strong. I can't remember her name, but she's turning positive mindset in parenting around because
she's turning positivity around.
Well, she's shedding light to it.
Okay. We're tired of this positivity.
Well, no, we're done. There's a lack of it in the mom world because we're very hard on ourselves, and a lot of it leads to identity too, because we feel like we can't find who we are in the midst of poopy diapers and Cheerios, and
Is that all the same package?
Sometimes that's Anna and Adley's. Well, Anna not anymore, but that's Adley's purse. That's her fanny pack. Store it for later,
dude. That's hilarious.
But yeah, she talks about, she'll do a TikTok or something where she's seeing the house messy, right? And she's like, oh my God, all I ever do is clean. And then she does the same scenario and that changes. I have an opportunity to teach my kids consistent positive behavior. Now I'm making this up, the scenario, but still that is all about your mindset. That's all about being able to flip your situation around for the better. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. I can't, somebody else can do that. Yeah, but I've got kids. Yeah, but I've got this full-time job. Yeah, but, the only thing that's different between you and the person that has a little bit more success and where you would like to be is they turn their yeah buts into yet stills. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's all mindset. Mm-hmm. That's all mindset. And that sounds easy enough, right? But that's daily, dare I say, hourly practices. I
think minute by minute.
And sometimes it's like, one step forward, two steps back. Mm-hmm. Those days are those days and we get there. But to find, I don't know, to find I don't like, even though parenting can be very hard and sometimes it's good to talk about those difficulties. I surround myself on my social media and things with positivity in parenting.
That's important because you can find the wrong message repeating it back. Oh, your life sucks. Your life sucks.
I don't want to find camaraderie in negative behavior. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I said that to McKendra the other day. I said, she was like, I don't want to be an average teenager. And I said, well, if you don't want to be an average teenager, don't do average things.
Quit acting average.
She went, wow. I was like, I didn't think it was all that profound. I felt like it was, but I told her, I said, look, sometimes we have a tendency to just let things go and say, well, that's because of this. So my car is messy. Why? Because I'm a mom. I don't like that. I'm not saying my car doesn't get messy, but I work to keep that thing clean. I love my car. I love, I love the clean environment.
And not saying it don't get dirty. It does.
Exactly.
That's not the point.
But does. My mindset is I don't spend time on, I don't make those, I don't want to call them excuses because it does sound negative, but I just don't want to get into a consistent pattern of saying, yeah, well, my car's messy because I have kids.
But what if it could be clean?
Exactly.
And I have kids.
Well, and also look at it this way, and I know this is not an intentional thing. This is kind of what hit me.
By the way, this is not about, this is little things to make big points.
Exactly.
It's not like, it's like, make your bed, did you make your bed, Mark?
Yeah. I lost my point. I don't know.
Cleaning the car.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it's not because of my kids, there's a negative thing in my life. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're not careful,
you're associating everything wrong with your life with them.
And that is no mother's intention. There's no mom's intention. So for me, that was like an aha moment of, no, I have more joy in my life than I've ever had because of my kids.
Yeah.
I want them to hear that. I want them to understand,
feel that.
Yeah. And I want them to understand we take care of our things. That doesn't mean it's always going to be that way. I'm not going to act like some perfect. Anybody y'all been to my house, it ain't perfect. But at the same time,
we're going to have a house party.
You'd be amazed at what just consistently trying has done for my kids. Just bringing that effort. They understand, one of the greatest things I ever saw was Anna. She was 3 and she cleaned her bedroom. And she did such a good job. She took all of her shoes and put them on the top of the dresser and lined them up. But I was never more proud than that. Than that moment, because she showed herself capable of, and she was so proud of that. She was so proud of that. And so I teaching just that, because I feel like I will say where you live, the environment you live. I'm not talking about the niceness or the decor or anything like that. But the way you keep your things, I'm a firm believer, is a reflection of what's going on in your mind. So if you have things that are so chaotic, it's probably because
that's what they say in the business world about your desk.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Yeah.
I agree. All right, before we close, we got a few cards. Yeah, TJ said yes. Garbage in, garbage out.
Yes.
Kayla says, even with the limited executive functioning, I have to assess the issues that I'm having trouble with and find a way to overcome it consistently. LOL.
Amen.
Even if it means changing my system several times to get what I need to done. By the way, I'm glad, and I know we got to go, but like that's a good point, because the truth is, your systems are for where you are today. And what season you're in, and they will change, right? Like we've got kids that are not in school. Our system will change when they get into school.
Yeah.
Summer's almost here. So we're constantly in a state of changing. And I heard one guy say, your success is predicated on how well you plan change.
Yeah. Wow.
Planning for the change.
I think this week's topic is definitely...
Sounds like a book for premenopause. Yeah. Planning for the change.
Planning for the change. I think this week is definitely consistency, but at the same time, I think consistency is a product of how you view yourself and how you are in your mind. So
I agree.
Inevitably, these small things, they make up bigger things that end up looking like consistency, and consistently reevaluating where you are in life, and being open to changing your systems. I think that's key. Every single day of your life should be a day of opportunity, not a day of opposition. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even on the days you don't feel good, it's still a day that you are given is opportunity. It's a blessing. Mm-hmm. Even on the hard days, it's an opportunity. It's opportunity to grow. It's opportunity to succeed. It's opportunity to love, whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. It's not, even though you face opposition, you always have opportunity.
I agree. All right. Hey, Team Thomas, what's going on? Good to see you. Well, it is 8:32, a little bit overtime, but we're going to hop off here. Wishing everyone a great weekend. By the way, speaking of the weekend, we have a fantastic church service happening this Sunday at 11 a.m. at Point of Mercy Church. Not sure if you're in the Middle Tennessee area or not. Even if you're not, we've got a great online stream you need to check out, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on Sunday. It's Point of Mercy. Go to pointofmercy.church, click the live button to be a part of that, or just find us on Facebook. Wishing you a great weekend. We'll be back Monday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time for the morning show. Brand new week, brand new topic. And let me just say this, wherever you're at, all right, you're a part of this community, why don't you inbox us? Even leave it on the comments. Like, let us know, what are some of the things that you would like to talk about? What have you enjoyed? But maybe now, where could we steer the conversation? Because you are a part of that. We'd love to. Yeah, keep it going. Of course, now I wish I could exit my little millennial self with like an outro of like, all the small things. I don't know. It just happens. Anyways, have a great week.
For me.
Say it ain't so. You're awesome.
That's right.
All right. We love y'all. See you Monday.